What's up, guys? It's John Strengths from Still Strength. Today I'm going to show you 3 very important stretches for your shoulders that you can do against the wall. Now, it's up to you how you want to use these stretches, but I personally use these ones just before my handstand training, just to give me a bit more freedom and mobility with my movement. But you can also use them after, say, your weight training, just to help your muscles relax and return to their normal state. You ready? Let's go. So all of these stretches that I'm going to show you, they are mainly for your shoulders, but as you will notice as you do them, they're going to target other areas as well. So you may feel some of these stretches targeting your chest, your posterior deltoid, your anterior deltoid, and even your bicep and forearm muscles. So what happens normally when we stretch one thing is that we stretch the other as well. So you get multiple benefits just from doing one stretch. So this first one is one of my absolute go-tos and one of my favorites. It's very, very simple. All of these stretches are very simple. But for this first one, you're going to place your hands on the wall about shoulder width apart, fingers facing up, keeping your elbows locked out straight, and you're going to bring your chest to the ground. Try and keep your head in a neutral position. And you're going to try and hold this stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. And notice how my hips are in a posterior pelvic tilt. So I'm tucking my hips under. What this does is it puts more of the stretch into the shoulders. Now, if I want to get more of a stretch in my back, what I can do is I can switch to an anterior pelvic tilt. So if I go to anterior, more of the stretch goes into my back rather than my shoulders. Now, depending on your level of flexibility and mobility in your shoulders, you might not be able to go that far down. You might also find it hard to get into the stretch. So what you can do is you can actually put your arms up the wall a little bit. And what this does is it allows you to use more of your body weight just to push into the stretch. So if you are struggling, put your arms up a little bit. If you want to get a bit more of a deeper stretch in the shoulder, you can actually go to one arm. So starting on 2, tucking the hips under, keeping the elbows locked, and then just dropping that arm and increasing that load on a single arm. And then obviously when you're done with that one, you're going to want to switch and change to the other arm. So that's the first one that I'm going to show you, and it's an absolute bomb. I do this one all the time when my shoulders are tired from my handstand training, or even just between sets, just to get a little bit of a rest, just to help that lactic acid shift. So it's a really good one, that one. This next one, it's for your shoulder, but it also covers your chest. So you're going to put your arm at about 45 degrees up. So this is horizontal. We're going 45 degrees up, and the fingers are also facing in that direction. You're going to start about a foot away from the wall. Put the leg in front, the one that's closest to the wall. Keep that arm straight, and then you're just going to pull away from the wall. You should feel a nice stretch down here. Now, it's very important you keep that arm straight when you do this, but try and turn away. And you can also change the angles. If I go down, I'm going to stretch slightly different muscles in my chest. And if I go up, it's also changing the stretch. To help, you can actually manually pull down on your chest muscles to aid in the stretch as well. So it's another great one. And the next one I'm going to show you after you've done that one. You're going to put one hand on the wall, fingers facing up, keeping that arm nice and straight, and then one leg in front and one leg behind. The one that goes in front is the opposite arm. So opposite arm, opposite leg, horizontal with that arm. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you're parallel with the wall. So you're not going to start like this. You want to try and get completely parallel. And then slowly lower yourself down into the stretch and keeping your torso as upright as possible. So your legs do a little bit of work here just to keep you stable. And you go down into the stretch, and you should feel the stretch here in your shoulder. You may also feel it in your chest, and even your bicep. And you're looking to hold this one for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then obviously repeat that on the other side. So those are the 3 stretches that I have for you today. Use them smartly, use them as much as you want, but there are 3 favorites of mine that I use all the time in a number of different ways. Enjoy.